technology. We're excited about it, but it's got to be kept simple. The workforce, really, their primary mission is to take care of patients and not to have overcomplicated technology put in front of them. So keeping it basic, keeping it transparent, and keeping it easy to understand would probably be the greatest lessons learned at the most simplistic level with regard to AI today. I think the other thing too, in working in multiple healthcare systems, the culture, we're all the same, but we're all different. You really need to make sure you understand your organization, understand the adaptability of it, and understand their desire or their appetite for change as you begin to introduce some of these new solutions that are associated with AI. Implementation and integration of AI, the very basic is just making sure that you know your data and you know your architecture. And knowing your data means not only knowing how it's acquired and how it's defined, but making sure that you have clean data sets. Gosh, that sounds super simple, but anybody who's up against those challenges knows that that's presented in its most simplistic form. It's a very challenging task. The other thing we had just talked about is making sure that you understand your organization and your challenges, and having a strong plan for engagement, not only of your leaders, but also of your workforce. So a successful implementation and integration may also mean bringing multiple partners to the table simultaneously to make sure that what you're presenting are not just individual solutions, but you're presenting a marketplace of solutions, to your end users or to your workforce. The introduction during the pandemic, we were distracted. So I can say one thing about AI, it was very hard to have those conversations a couple of years ago when everybody was so strongly focused and justifiably on response to the pandemic. So if I could change something, it would probably be the timeline. And right now is the right time, and it's the right discussion to be having. A couple of years ago, it was a challenge. We did start the conversations, but they were slow, and they really didn't have much leverage or take on much excitement based on the industry and what we were dealing with at the time. So right time, right place, I think is now to start really, really focusing on AI and how it's going to help this industry.